It is day 21 of building Star Wars Legos until the game room is complete. And now let's go to Dad to see what he is currently building.
And Dad, what were you working on?
So this is Director Krennic's shuttle from Rogue One. Really, the wings just needed to be put back together. There's some minor pieces that are missing, but that's something I'll deal with at a later time. I just wanted to be able to see something completed so that I could get it on the shelf. We're going to put it on the shelf here. This is going to kind of be the shelf for ships that we kind of don't have spots for, so Krennic ship is going to go here. We've got the Freemaker ship there, and then if there's room, we're going to have the original Slave One on the ship, on the shelf as well. So I might have to make an adjustment to account for the wings. They're pretty big. So I'll probably have to bring this up a couple of notches. So I'm going to do that now and put this thing down.
Alright. And now we got Krennic ship in there. You can obviously see we moved it up 2 notches so it could fit. And yeah.
We've got a surprise for y'all. As you can see in the intro, I didn't do my spin around the room to show you progress. It's because, well, we got the shelves put up. So let me give you just a quick rundown of all the shelves.
So Dad, give us a description of each shelf.
Alright, so this shelf we just put up today. This shelf is dedicated to Clone Wars. We've got the clones and Jedis on this side of the shelf here. And then we've got the droids and the separatists on this side of the shelf here. This was Nick's idea. After discussing it yesterday, he decided to get a shelf dedicated to Clone Wars. So I said, okay, makes sense. We got a lot of Clone Wars sets and still a few more sets left to build. In the future, we may add another shelf above this one. We'll just kind of wait and see, but the eventuality is to possibly have yet another shelf above this one to add to continuing sets, because as you know, on this we're going to have coming out with new sets. So we need to get our hands on those as well.
Alright, what are the next shelves?
So these 2 shelves were put up the other day. This bottom shelf here will be dedicated to the First Order. We've got Kylo Ren's TIE ship here, along with the Walker from Episode 8. Kylo Ren's shuttle will go in this spot right here. It's still in pieces, still a work in progress, so once that's done, we'll go right here. And then the top shelf here is the Lego characters. This was something that was working on when he was a kid. I believe we've got 2 more to put together, Kylo Ren and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and once those are done, we'll do.
Alright. And now what are the other shelves?
So the bookshelves we're kind of shelving with different themes. This top shelf here will be for Star Wars Rebels. This blank spot right here will be for the Ghost. Once it gets finalized and put together, we've got both Phantoms and the Inquisitor tie there in the corner. The second shelf here is for kind of a part of the sequels. This is the Resistance shelf. Don't really have too many sets of those, but what we do have built, we've got displayed here. The middle shelf here will be kind of ships that fall within the series, but kind of need their own special spot just because of size. So Krennic's shuttle there. This blank spot right here will be for one of the original Slave One sets. Once that gets put together, and then we've got the Freemaker ship right there because we don't really have anywhere else to put it, so we'll just set it right there. The bottom shelf are your planetary scenes. You've got Mos Eisley Cantina, the 2 Yoda sets from Dagobah, and then from the Ahsoka series, the planet where they met with Thrawn and the Sith Apprentice. I believe it was close to the season finale of Season 1, so that's that battle set.
And Dad, explain these shelves.
Alright, so the top of the bookshelf here is going to remain unchanged with our Microfighter collection, with the Ghost still being the centerpiece. Had to move some of the sets over to the left to account for the edge of the shelving unit here. So no change to this. The next shelf here is dedicated to the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba. So you've got obviously the bust of the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, a mini version of the Slave One, and Grogu, because who doesn't love Grogu? Grogu's awesome. The next shelf here is going to be Rebellion. So the original X-Wing, the Home 1 Star Cruiser, and then this spot will be for a set that is yet to be built, which is on its way now. So tomorrow, or the next day, we should have that built and displayed. We'll tell you what it is once it's built. And then this bottom shelf here, kind of a hodgepodge, but this is more for the prequels. You've got the Naboo Starfighter, and then some of the early, one of the early Jedi Starfighters, and then the other stuff.
And explain these last two.
So the display case here has got mini ships from either the Lego Advent Calendar or the bag sets that we were telling you about that we got from Target. So if you look down here, you've got some of the TIE Fighters, the shuttles, Jedi Starfighter, and then some of the Acclimated class cruisers that we built. And then obviously above all those are the Lego Advent calendar sets. So lots of those. This lights up, in case somebody knows. Turn on the light. So, when we turn the lights off, it looks really cool. So, Star Wars. Because why not? Because it's a remote book. So.
And what is this?
Alright, so the top of the bookshelf is relatively unchanged. We still have the Falcon, Jabba's Palace, and then the Sarlacc pit with Luke and the Sarlacc pit set. We moved over here closer to the palace because it just kind of fit. This shelf Nick's got to get figured out because this is just a hodgepodge of clones and other clone-related type stuff. This shelf here unchanged, but now you can better see the A-Wing and then the 3 versions of the speeder ship that we have. This shelf unchanged. We just moved some stuff back over there. So this is from The Mandalorian. We added some of the Empire sets to this shelf here. We still have the walkers and the bottom shelf is shelves. Alright. And that concludes day 21 of building Star Wars Lego with Little Gamer is complete. You can see we've made a lot of progress the last few days, so we apologize for not posting any videos yesterday or Friday, but we appreciate y'all continuing to follow us as we continue with this journey of getting this room complete. Still got a lot of work to do, still got a lot of sets to build, so looking forward to continuing and sharing this journey. If you haven't done so already, please continue to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If they have an interest in Star Wars Lego, or just Star Wars related content, feel free to invite them. We appreciate you. We appreciate the new viewers, new subscribers, and thanks again. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you tomorrow.